Alex, Bruno, nice to see you. How you feeling ahead of Sunday?
I go first.
Yeah, feeling good. Feeling as a good opportunity for ourselves. Be honest, we cannot wait to get there. Everyone is very excited. As a team, as a city, I think we have been working very hard since we are together here. Big opportunity, and hopeful everything gonna be good, and we can finally get this trophy back to Newcastle.
You mentioned there about being excited, and when we heard you on Monday after West Ham, you were saying, look, this is our cup final, and our World Cup final, should I say, and obviously it is. But how important is it that as players you don't get too excited?
Of course, I think we're more relaxed than the fans, of course, but we know exactly what it means to them. It's a long time. For us, we have been together for 3 years, and we have seen this opportunity as a big one, but for the point of the view about the fans, we know for them and it's a World Cup final because it's a long time, and we want to make everyone in the city happy. Ourselves, we have our targets as well, so gonna be a good game with two teams. We have to play our game, nothing different, and hopefully everything gonna be good for us.
If you don't mind casting your mind back 2 years ago to the final, if you can think back to that, what would you, as a player or as a team, what would you have done differently?
It's tough to say now. I think it's another moment. Sometimes when you lose, you don't remember many things about the game. But I think now we have more confidence. We have different players. So what I can say is our confidence is very high at the moment because we know it's a good opportunity to always make history together.
Alex, another thing that Bruno said on Monday night after the game was that in yourself we've got the best striker in the world at the moment. that must have been nice to hear.
I didn't actually hear that.
Thank you. He said it very quickly.
Yeah. That's nice.
Nice to hear that.
Yeah, of course, that's nice.
Yeah, and how are you feeling ahead of Sunday? Because obviously you've had a couple of injury concerns recently, and it feels like you're kind of fighting your way back. How is your level of fitness?
No, I feel good. It's probably been put out a bit more dramatic than it been. I haven't been injured. I've just had a little bit of tiredness, which can be normal when you play a lot of games. But yeah, I feel good and really excited for the game.
So what is your sort of training regime been like this week? What have you done to try and ensure that you're 100% best come Sunday?
Nothing. I think the best way to prepare is to train as normal, be a part of the team, and just train every day like you're fully fit, which I am. And
when you look at who you face in the final, Liverpool, obviously they had a big night the other night against Paris Saint-Germain, exited the Champions League. Is there any chance that could have an effect on them come Sunday, do you feel?
Yeah, I think every game will affect you in some way. But yeah, we can't really know or speculate too much about if it's going to be positive or negative. It might as well be a positive reaction for them. So I think it will come down to what we do as a team. That's what we have to focus on, and that's what's going to be the difference.
Finally from me, Bruno, when you getting the cup final haircut?
No, not this time.
Not at all?
No, not this time.
You just going with the
yeah, normal one. Let's see this time if I get more lucky.
Was that your decision or the manager's?
No, my decision.
That's good. Bishop.
Bruno, today there are schools and nurseries across the city. They've got Black and White Day, children going in their Newcastle kits rather than their uniforms. Tens of thousands of fans travelling to London, watching in Newcastle. What's your message to them ahead of Sunday?
Wow, this is good. Good opportunity. Like I said, we are feeling the same than them. We just wanna make thousand Georges happy. We know football sometimes can affect you in every way. But my message is stay positive. We're gonna do our best to get this trophy back to the city.
How do you feel the team has changed and evolved from 2 years ago?
Like I said before, I feel it's more confidence. Of course, when we made a final before, you get more experience as a team. Of course, we changed some players, but the base is still there. Feeling confidence, I think we are in a best moment than we were the last time we faced Man U in the final. So very confident, positive. Hopeful we can go there, play our best football, because in our best day, I think we are really a great team.
Thank you.
You will.
Alex, we've talked so many times with your manager, Eddie Howe, about your fantastic form this season. The last final, you actually were on the bench to start, but since then, your captain has referred to you as possibly the best player in the world. You've been talked as one of the best players, if not the best striker in Europe currently. What's been the key to how much you've improved since then?
I think hard work, training, and the mentality to wanting to get better, which I have. I have high ambitions to achieve things in my career and be the best version of myself. And then, I have teammates that help me get better. Many players that have been here since I came, and I think with the time you just get better connections, and I think you all just benefit each other better and better.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Simon?
Bruno, what's it like to play against Liverpool?
Good game, top teams. I think, my opinion, nowadays the best team in the world. They are proving this in the Premier League, winning by 15 points. But be honest, I would always prefer to play with good teams, because they play and we have pass to play as well. So we have to be focused. Sometimes you don't have too much about them and think about us, what we can do as a team to surprise them and play our best football.
And Alex, just for you, we spoke to Bruno about the history and the excitement. What does that mean to you, the fact that Newcastle haven't won a trophy for so long?
No, it means obviously I don't wish that it was that way, but it means a lot that we have the chance to change that. As I said, I think we have to just be focused about the game and not let the fact that the club hasn't won anything in a long time get to us too much. I understand the excitement around the city and around the whole club, but personally I just feel focused and quite relaxed for the game, and obviously excited, but focused on the job.
Thank you. We've got Damien, Lee, and then Ian, please.
Hi, Alex. How aware were you when you joined the club of the big name strikers who had been here in the past, the Jackie Milburns, Malcolm McDonald, Alan Shearers, and how does it feel now to be compared to those players?
How well aware I was?
Yeah.
I didn't have too much knowledge. But my football knowledge in general is pretty bad.
True.
No, but obviously Alan Shearer, Papi Cissé, Demba Ba, that's kind of where it stops, my knowledge. But I think you find out quite quick about the greats and about the history of the club, and I'm trying to create my own history. And I'm happy with what I've done so far, but I'm always just looking forward.
And Bruno, given what you've experienced in your time at the club, how surprised are you that it's 70 years since this club won a domestic trophy?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't wish them to go through this moment, but we are seeing this as a big opportunity to make history after a long time. So at the moment, we are just seeing this as an opportunity, Like I said, we want to make history. We know they're excited about the fans, but we try to not get focused now about what the fans thinking, because sometimes we cannot think too much about this time. We just want to be focused on the job, go there, play our best game, and after, if everything was right, celebrate with them, gonna be good.
Thank you. Good luck.
Lee?
Alex, do you think when you talk about your ambitions, do you think you can achieve all those ambitions at this football club?
I mean, that's why I came here. I've said many times I don't really look too much or think too much about my future. But yeah, I've said I'm happy here, and we are contenders for titles, which is what you wanna win as a football player. We've been in a final, and now we're in another one. So I think the chances are there.
You went up the goal scoring list. You've only got Alan Shearer ahead of you. Do you think one day you could catch Alan Shearer at the top of that list?
I think that's
It's tough, huh?
yeah, that's a bit disrespectful towards him to even talk about that, because that's so far. No, I think my goal scoring record has been good so far. But as I said, I'm not really looking too far forward. I just stay in the moment, and that's the best way for me to keep my form and keep scoring. Thank you.
A question for both players. It's perhaps a little bit unfair to Alex after what he recently said. If I said the names Vic Keeble and George Hanna to you, would you know who they were?
Go out.
No.
Well, they scored the last time Newcastle won a major honour 70 years ago. How does it feel your names in 70 years' time will still be talked about in the way that their names are today?
It's tough to answer, no?
Yeah.
To think 70 years is too much, but of course when you're gonna see the club history, everything, you're gonna find this name there. And of course when you see here after 70 years, you wanna be there as well. So for me, I'm not thinking about score, I'm just thinking to play well and win the trophy, you know. But yeah, it's nice to know some people who made the history for this club.
And talking of club legends, Alex, has Alan Shearer been in touch with you personally? Bob Moncur, the last player to lift a trophy, Bruno, has he been in touch?
I spoke with Rob Lee. I think was the last player who scored in Wembley for Newcastle. So I told his feet to give me a little bit of lucky. Yeah, and hopeful I can do the same there. Yeah, but it was a good time.
Thanks, Ian. We'll go Martin, Gary, and then Mark, please.
Hi, Alex. What can this football club achieve, and does the speculation about your future unsettle you at all?
No, I think this club can achieve great things. I think you should really look at one season at a time, and this season, yeah, we can achieve winning a trophy, which would be amazing for everyone. And yeah, really about my future is nothing really I think about. I've said many times, like during a season, I just focus on a job, and now it's probably the worst time to even think about anything else. So all of our focus is just on Sunday, and yeah, doing good and hopefully bringing the trophy back to Newcastle.
Thank you. And Bruno, have you visualised walking the stairs at Wembley and lifting the trophy on Sunday?
Many times. I think probably since we get final, I have been thinking this a lot. But like I said, I don't want to get too excited about it. Focus on the game first, and when you get there, gonna be, wow, very good, very good. But yeah, of course, I imagine me there in this place.
Morning. Just a quick question to you, Alex. Every time you go on the pitch, you look like you don't fear anybody, no matter who you come up against. Obviously, you're up against Virgil van Dijk, who many consider the best defender in the world. Is it fair to say you are fearless every time you go out there on the pitch?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I fear anyone. I think that's a strong word. I have a lot of respect for the players I come up against. I have a lot of respect for Van Dijk and their whole defense. But yeah, I'm a player who always just focus on myself. If I do the right things, if I play my best game, then yeah, I think I'll benefit my team. But yeah, it's not really a duel, me against one player. I think it's Newcastle against Liverpool, and if we play together, obviously I need my teammates as well to help me get better. It's a team sport, so it comes down to what we do as a team, and I'll obviously try to use my qualities to make us better.
Thank you. Mark?
Alex, I know you mentioned about your future there. The club have said they quite like to open contract talks with you in the summer. Is that something you'd be open to? I think I know you said you didn't want to look too much forward, but would that be something you'd be open to?
Yeah. I think, as I've said, I'm not really thinking about the summer. But yeah, that'll probably be a talking point once the season's finished, which we will really see, because no talks has been held yet.
Bruno, your tears at the end of the last final, a lot of people remember. Was that something that you kind of like used to motivate you this time as well, and you're hoping that you're totally different, obviously?
Yeah, I want a tear of happiness this time, you know. Everyone knows how emotional I am. I always try to give everything that I have in the pitch to play as a fan, because I know what it means for them. So yeah, I still remember this moment. Like I said, this time I wanna cry of happiness and hopeful everything gonna be good for us on the day.
Thank you. We just have a couple of minutes left, so if we could do one question each from Craig, Luke, Dom and Scott, please. Thank you.
Alex, we call you the best striker in the world. Your teammates call you the best striker in the world. No one's ever asked you, are you the best striker in the world?
No, I can't really answer that. I think I'm enjoying my football. I'm enjoying where I'm at. I would never really put that tag on myself. I think that's for others to judge. But yeah, I'm certainly happy with where I'm at in my career right now.
Alexander, you talked there about wanting to achieve things in the game. Is one of those things having a defining impact on a game of this magnitude, scoring goals on this sort of platform, to prove that you are that world-class player?
Yeah, of course. I think as a striker, you have to have that mindset, not just because it's a final, but I think that's the general mindset you have in the game, leading the line and being that threat and finishing off attacks. So I think we all, in all positions, have our way to have a big impact on a game like this. It's not just about scoring, it's also about defending. As a midfielder, he does pretty much everything on the field. So it's not just scoring the goals, even if that's probably the biggest talking point after the game.
We'll go Dom and Scott to wrap up, please.
Morning, Alex. Just on Liverpool, you touched on them before, but you made your debut at Anfield. You scored your first goal for Newcastle against Liverpool, scored against them earlier in the season. How do you feel when you come up against this team who, as Bruno said, possibly the best team in the world at the moment?
I really enjoy the games against Liverpool, because I think they're not too different to ourselves. It's like a high-pressing team and direct team, which can lead to many counter opportunities, and that's the game I like. So yeah, I think I've had pretty good success before, and yeah, I feel good and enjoy playing against them.
Alex, we've heard a lot of what Bruno's had to say about you, so let's flip the tables. What would you say about Bruno in terms of the way you've seen his game develop during your time as a Newcastle player, but also how he's taken to being captain this year and what you feel he's offered the whole squad as a captain and a leader?
Good question, huh?
It's not if he says, yeah, he's rubbish.
No, really, I think he was an amazing player even when I signed. But yeah, he's taken steps as a player and also as a leader. You can see on the pitch, he's the games he controls. The game we usually win and we usually play a good game. So he's really the heart of the team, and it's really nice also to see him play as an 8, because then he's closer to me as well on the field. Yeah, and I really have high demands on Bruno on the pitch. I always tell him to pass me the ball all the time in difficult situations, and that's because I rate him really highly. So yeah, I think his potential is really, really high. I love to play with him, and yeah, as a captain, I think his passion for the club and yeah, for the football is probably something everyone can see, but yeah, it's contagious and gives us also energy on the field, and I think he's done really well.